Welcome back to the channel, guys, where I once again have another red pill take of the yapping session that is me and my discontent with society. On today's episode, let's talk about the single mother epidemic happening right here in the great country of America. Single motherhood. What is single motherhood? Basically, a mother who is without a partner raising her children on her own. Now, one might think, oh, we should not be talking about this because I'm a dude who's never been in a relationship and never birthed children, should not have an opinion on this. My only connection is I'm a guy who, cheating bastard of a father, left the family, leaving my mother all on her own. And I'm telling you, it's a freaking terrible thing to happen to a woman. Probably worse than she not having the right to have an abortion. But I digress. Okay, so you'll hear a lot of like these alpha male red pill podcasts complain about single motherhood, and you would assume, okay, they don't like single mothers because they hate women. This is not the case. Okay, no one is out here complaining about single mothers because they ultimately hate women. The issue we have with the single mother problem in America is the fact of how many so of them are and how this is being normalized and glorified. This did not mean to say that we should not be supporting mothers, but at the same time though, it's like these single mothers are getting food stamps. They're getting like so much welfare benefits, okay, yet they're not actively seeking a partner to like outsource this productivity to help raise the kids, because like no woman, no person should be working $80 just to provide for their family, you know. And then in that point someone's gonna say, oh, but like it is not a problem. This isn't just a problem with like single mothers. This is also a problem with single fathers. And you'll be true in saying that, but the problem is that like we don't view single mothers and single fathers equally. We do not, because at the end of the day, why they're single, why someone's a single mom and why someone's a single dad, like the reasons are like completely different. Like no guy, you know, went and chose the wrong woman to like bear children with or to bear his children. Most of the time, a guy is a single father because, well, the wife's dead. You know, something happened to the wife where she's like gone from the earth. Okay, but there's a multiple reasons why a woman is a single mom. Um, the dude's a deadbeat. The dude may have died, but most likely than not, the dude went on and had an affair or went out to go grab some milk or cigarettes and never came back. Okay, all right, and so there's this perspective of like, oh well, maybe a woman should like start looking for good men instead of just choosing the guy that make them feel good. And I wouldn't know what the solution would be there. I'm just saying this is the problem, okay? And I'm tired of people saying, oh, it's not a single motherhood problem, it's a single parent problem. But I feel like it's more accurate to say that it's a single mother epidemic problem, whatever you want to describe it as, because the majority of single parents in America, and I'm talking about America only because I don't know about how society, how the government functions outside of the U.S. because I'm an ignorant America allegedly. All right, the majority of them are single mothers, and we want to put them on a pedestal, like. And then I just go on and rant how like feminism wants me to like put every single woman on the same type of pedestal, but I would just be going on a tangent. Okay, the problem ultimately at face is we should not be promoting single mothers. We should not be trying to normalize single motherhood. We should help them, but ultimately we should try to minimize as much as humanly possible we can to avoid women from becoming single motherhoods and help out the remaining ones help them get partners, and not in the way of like, oh, okay, state mandated husbands. That's not what I'm saying. Of course, that would be funny, but that's not what I'm saying here. The problem is that, okay, you want me to respect single mothers. Hmm. Like, do I respect them all equally? Like, because, like, there's my mom who's a single mother, but she's different than, like, Janet from down the road who's a crack addict. And you see the issue here? Like, come on, guys. Like, you're acting like there's no nuance here when there clearly is a nuance. Like, it's a multi-faceted, multi-layered kind of problem that we need to address. And I'm like tired of this all. And then, at the end of the day, this video is just gonna go over under the head. There's gonna be High Dog Mom who's gonna go in the comments saying, "Oh, shut up, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have a life experience." Yes, because I don't have to. I've only had one job, okay, and I've never been in a relationship. I am putting that out in the world, okay. But it's like, come on. Wars have been going on for so long. People dying in Africa. People dying in third world countries. Oh, but no, we want to sit here and complain about women not having this or that. We want to complain about women not being in, there being more women in the STEM field, okay, when the bigger issue is overall the world government is freaking trying to enact the new world order, and single motherhood glorification is a part of that. Why? Because the more single mothers there are, the birth rates are going to keep decreasing, and people are just going to be hating each other, and phew, the humanity will come to an end at some point because of this. Well, not strictly because of the whole single mother thing, but it's like, it's a part of the bigger picture of the world government who are not our friends. The United Nations is lying to us. And you're gonna listen to this and be like, oh, what is this do on about? Oh, it's a worldwide conspiracy that they're trying to make more single mother. Yes, they are. I mean, the Kamala Harris campaign ran on like what, the single cat lady thing that only crazy cat ladies are voting, and then I remember there was like this whole ad campaign about like real men vote, so that real men support single cat ladies. I'm like, really? Did it the hill you want to die on? Crazy cat ladies? I mean, crazy cat ladies were always joked about, okay? Why is it all of a sudden we're defending this like little funny joke that's been here for like years and years and years now, okay? Like, no one wants to be single. I mean, it's like, if we can sit here and complain about the male loneliness epidemic, then why are we also like slowly creating the lonely female epidemic? And this is all coming back to the single mother problem. Okay, it's like, and again, I had this whole argument with the a-hole who smokes a weed a lot. Okay, because he got mad that I like did this whole thing on Discord where I was saying stop supporting single mothers. It's like, the point is, okay, the fact that we have food stamps, the fact that we have the welfare, it's making women, it's inherently turning women into single parents, into single mothers. So the idea that we have this program, like, I don't know. One solution I'm seeing is that we get rid of welfare, we get rid of food stamps, okay. So these single mothers now are gonna die out. It's unfortunate. They're gonna die out. And so a woman now has no options if she ends up becoming a single mother. So that woman is gonna think very clearly now about her future, about who she sleeps with, where she goes, alright? Because if she gets pregnant, okay, and decides to keep the baby, well, she's gonna have no support. So clearly, she has to be with a guy who's gonna be honest and step up and be actually there, be an actual man, and be an actual father. All right. And again, I I'm not saying the men are innocent. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, men are not innocent, but neither are the women. All right. So let's make that clear distinctions, okay? You see? And so that's kind of like the idea I was going with, like to stop supporting single mothers because we keep on incentivizing these women to stay single, okay? And we're offering no solutions. Like the solutions that we've been getting are just not really fixing the problem. We're just replacing the problem with another problem and then fixing that problem with another problem. And it just goes back to this whole thing of like, what the hell are we even doing? What the heck is going on? Egg prices aren't going down or whatever BS is going on in the world. So that's perspective, and I'm just rambling on, trying to reconnect this whole thing because like there's the larger picture and whatnot too. But it's like at the end of the day, I don't like the idea of single mothers. I don't like the idea of these single fathers. But look, I know talking about single fathers is like a dying thing because I know women are always going to be at the center because it's like, oh, the world sends for women. Like that's always the case. I mean, why did Adam eat? Why did Adam eat the fruit after Eve ate the fruit? Because Adam was a simp. Adam was the MF simp. All right, he was the OG simp. All right, and it conflicts greatly. All right, so there's that. And I can go on about go back to, and I'm only saying this because it's like Mother's Day just passed, and so I'm like getting mad at my sister because she's trying to say that like I don't know. My mom made a joke how every day should be two, and I say every day two, and then my my fat way of a sister is like saying, oh, I don't care about the father, and that's the thing though. Okay, I am complaining about single mothers. I'm complaining about moms because I am tired of the disrespect that men get just for being fathers because we don't have enough of them. Okay, well clearly we're not creating an environment where it's safe for men to be fathers because no matter what, a woman can never do wrong, and even if like a man stumbles a bit, it's a reflection of his whole community, men. All right, so I don't care anymore if I even sound sexist anymore because I'm not being sexist. Okay, I am looking at the problem and interpreting with as much information that I already have on me. All right, I mean the mere fact that I know that the moment I upload this video, some woman is gonna come complaining to me about making this video. Alright? I don't know. I'm just saying we need to fix this problem, okay? And we need to ignore and we need to forget about okay, who started this, men versus the women, blah 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 blah. Alright. Because I know there's a chick out there that's gonna say, well, men, who set these systems up? There was the man. And I'm like, and the only response I say, I'm like, are those men in the room with us right now? But again, I'm going off tangent about freaking single mothers that should not exist. Alright, I believed in the nuclear family. I believe we should still keep going forward with the nuclear family. But no, we got rid of it because people want to be fully independent. And that's not how a family works. You're no longer independent when you sign the contract of wearing a ring on your finger and saying that this person is now your spouse. Like, that's the problem. We want our independence, but we want to find love, but love requires sacrifice, and it requires losing a bit of our independence, of our individuality, and we're just gonna have to suck that up. We're just gonna have to suck it up. Suck it up. And then this still thing is still gonna go over someone's head, alright? Because this guy, they're just gonna look at me and say, oh, this is just a guy, this is just an angry incel who can't get laid, who hates a woman, and yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay then. If that's how you see it, then you're just gonna keep on contributing to the destruction of the world. Unless that was the goal the whole time, was to end humanity, children and men style. I don't know. Anyway, that will be it for this video, alright? Later.